lesson is on, of course, I wanted to freak you out because of course it's the 2000s and we all love Furby. We tried to pretend that they were super cute. They're not, obviously. A little bit like a gremlin. Please don't throw water on it because it will multiply. And of course, it will creep you out and probably try to steal all of your possessions. And of course, in the middle of the night, it might wake up and start speaking in your classroom or in your bedroom. I'm hoping you're not staying in a classroom overnight.
Stop! You can't pass!
I want to go to the safe zone.
Well, you ain't wearing the properly regulated clothes to go in the safe zone.
Alrighty.
Alright, follow me. There's something right there, You know, in the early 2000s, layers, athleisure wear, Paris Hilton was a big thing. God, everyone loved Paris Hilton. Justin Timberlake, too. Don't even get me started. I was like, with my silly band, having a good time. Hold up, I hear something.
I walk a lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. Don't know where it goes, but it's
Go equip that hat right there.
Okay.
Look at you. You look like a true 2000s-er. My dad would be proud. You know, when I was a little girl, he told me, one of these days, you're gonna run into one of them fellers with side-swept bangs and multiple layers of band t-shirts and black and mesh netting. Ugh. Gotta watch out for them folk, okay? Stay safe out there. You can contact me on my tiny iPod Shuffle if you need me. And remember, always wear multiple layers. Athleisure wear, Paris Hilton. Anyway, I never told you my name. Chrissy Greenfield. Nice to meet ya.
Chili Christmas.
Don't get lost now.
Live from Boise. It's Friday morning.
Hi, my name is Daniel Banksy Buckmarket, and I sell loans. It is my job to approve or deny applications for mortgages.
Hi, I'd like to apply for a home loan. I'm in a little bit of debt from my Subaru Impreza with 227 horsepower.
A-Town down. Yeah!
But I have a stable job and a good credit score.
Don't mind me, I'll just look at these papers real quick. Approved!
Great.
All right, just sign these papers. Sign here, 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 and here, please. Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. Hi, are you here to get a loan?
Yeah.
Here it says you have a credit score of 300. That's the lowest credit score you can legally have. Approved. Enjoy your house.
Hello. I want a home loan.
You want a house?
Yes, I do.
Did you bring any paperwork?
No.
What's your credit score at least?
12?
Approve!
Yay!
I fill out my paperwork.
You're not approving him, are you?
Of course I'm approving him. You get a house. You get a house. Everyone gets a
Oh
house.
well, it's not my problem. I'll just hop in my Subaru Impreza.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
You go, girly. Daniel Banksy's Black Market to the Vogue. You buy them. Yep. Hurricane Katrina? More like
Hi, and welcome to the Weekend Party. Hurricane Katrina ravaged across the nation in 2005, passing through Florida, Louisiana, and Mississippi. The hurricane caused 108 property damage and about 1,000 lives. In addition, 400,000 people were permanently displaced from their homes, and many survivors were evacuated to the Superdome to find no food, water, or medical care. Artifacts left behind include a New Orleans Hornets basketball banner, a clock, and a clock stopped at 9:25. Compared with Hurricane Harvey of the 2010s, government aid was lacking. While the Federal Emergency Management Agency provided free meals, water, blankets, hygiene kits, and more to Harvey survivors, Katrina survivors did not immediately receive help from FEMA. To add hurt to this injury, then President Bush praised FEMA's then director for this failure. It should also be noted that low-income households and people of color were disproportionately affected, and since over 50 levees or water walls were broken through the course of the hurricane from poor construction. I guess the Hornets team really sucked. And now we move on to the in memoriam section.
Steve Irwin was the most influential wildlife conservationist of the late 20th and early 21st centuries. His unexpected and surprising death by a stingray shocked people worldwide. His Crocodile Hunter show, which had received worldwide acclaim, allowed people to finally understand and fall in love with crocodiles. Fred McFeely Rogers, aka Mr. Rogers, made a huge difference in children's lives. He taught them emotional and social intelligence skills and how to process big issues like divorce and segregation. Michael Jackson was a famous pop singer who changed the music industry from a young age. His death from cardiac arrest shocked the world, especially since he was due to go on tour. People from all over the world mourned his death. One man sums it up: "My heart is heavy because my idol died." These famous deaths of the 2000s differed from decades past in the way the news was spread. The internet had just begun to take off, and people started to get their news from social media sites like MySpace and Facebook rather than newspapers.
Usain Bolt? He must be an alien. That man was running 28 miles an hour. Now, Stefan with Boise's hottest club. Okay.
The new hottest club is Bloom. It's available from every teenage girl's vanity as long as you're wearing athleisure. The bouncers are Furbies, but don't worry, every entrant gets a free silly band. Alongside the dance floor, there are human Tamagotchis for pleasure.
Wait a minute, what's a Tamagotchi?
A human Tamagotchi is when you take a midget and you put them in green plaid inside of a giant glass ball and add little buttons to give them food. It's the new hottest thing.
Thank you, Stefan.
Hi, I'm Ashley Simpson. This is definitely my real hair. You may know my older sister, Jessica Simpson. I mean, she's not as big as like Lady Gaga or Beyonce or anything, but she's pretty well known. I'm a little bit different from my sister though. I do more rock music and I'm trying to launch my own career. So that's why I'm here starring on SNL.
On a Monday, I am waiting. Tuesday, I'm fading.
Well, the wrong track played on live TV. Hopefully this doesn't ruin my career. Toss it into the fire! Destroy it!
No. The ring is mine!
No! Magic is might! Abracadabra! Fly, you fool! Magic is might! Expelliarmus!
Rachel, no. You were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them.
I hate you all!
Crucio! Ah!
What are you guys doing? I brought my PS2. And I just came from my Subaru Impreza with gold rims.
John, Elizabeth Smart says she could hear search parties calling out her name as her kidnappers kept her hidden in the foothills behind her family home.
And the 15-year-old says she was guarded at all times in the 9 months that followed the knife-point abduction from her bedroom.
Home video has surfaced showing Elizabeth Smart during her captivity. She's in a park with her two abductors, all three dressed in white robes to conceal their identities. Relief and joy today from the 15-year-old's father. After 9 months of torment and horror, Ed Smart has his daughter back, alive. She was spotted yesterday in Sandy, Utah, just 30 kilometers from home. A woman named Nancy Montoya called 911.
Where do you think you see him at? I think he is right here across from Southtown Mall on State Street.
The teen was with Brian Mitchell and his wife, Wanda Barzy. He's a self-described homeless prophet and drifter who once worked at the Smart home. There are still many unanswered questions. Police who approached Elizabeth say she tried to keep her identity a secret.
She said she was Augustine, and she was here with her parents, at which point I basically said, I don't believe you, and I think you're Elizabeth Smart.
Ed Smart believes his daughter was brainwashed, and he has not yet asked her the difficult questions about what happened.
I don't know what her mindset was. I don't know what kind of hell she went through.
Elizabeth did say she was taken from her bedroom at knife point and couldn't escape because she was constantly watched. The trio lived for a long time in the mountains right behind her family home, and Elizabeth says she often heard search teams yelling her name. Ed Smart says her safe return is a miracle, and now he says it's hard just to leave her alone.
I attest, as a teacher, a very, very good teacher, of course, that these Askew pals have helped my students say no to cigarettes.
Please help my students say no to smoking. Just say no to cigarettes. Don't be like this guy, or this guy, or this guy, but be like these guys. Yay!
So, am I supposed to eat from? No, I don't. No smoking allowed. How are they supposed to help anybody not smoke? I mean, really, do bumblebees even smoke? This is so stupid, you guys. I don't even, all I know now is that now I want to have a Panda for dinner. Or Panda Express. That's all this is telling me. So, if this is supposed to teach me not to smoke, I don't understand. I'm done.
The Boxing Day tsunami in 2004, which occurred the day after Christmas, took 230,000 lives in a matter of hours. It was a 9.1 magnitude tsunami, one of the largest in recorded history, that hit parts of Sumatra, Thailand, India, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, and Africa. Both locals and tourists alike were caught unaware, and curious people even wandered closer to the waves. Virtually no one caught in the tsunami escaped. Africa was the last place to be hit, which was 5,000 miles away from where the tsunami began, 8 hours later. This tsunami was significant since many scientists did not realize a tsunami of this size and scale could occur and affect the world globally.
Yeah. If you had to describe the 2000s in 3 words, how would you say it?
Childhood, development. I'll just leave it at those two. I don't know.
What political event do you remember?
The 2000 election between George W. Bush and Al Gore, and the hanging chads in Florida.
California's Proposition 8, Prop 8. This was the ballot proposition to ban same-sex marriage.
I remember how huge it got, and there was so much support and opposition from all across the country, like businesses and corporations too. And I remember how devastated so many people were when it passed. It did eventually get repealed, but that was in the next decade.
Is that bacon? Is that bacon?
Thank you for coming tonight and watching our show. We'll see you next time.
Alright guys, I think we're done. I think I'm gonna go head home now in my Subaru Impreza WRX with all-wheel drive.